beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra Ihes here. I would first of all like to say a huge thank you to those of you that have seen my previous videos, and if you're here to check them out, please don't forget to do so. And also, if you're here to subscribe to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe tag down below. Thank you very much. Alright, so today's video is going to be very short, and please excuse the light. I know this video is a bit dark. The weather is very cloudy today and I'm just trying to make the most out. I'm using my ring light, but it's not just happening, so it's kind of dark, so excuse that please. Today's video is going to be very short, I hope. I'm just going to be answering a few questions that I had asked my friends and family to send to me, just so, you know, for YouTube content. Nothing personal, just general life questions. So okay, so I'm going to be reading them out and just answering the questions. The first one is where does one find love and where should one be looking for? Well, I already made a separate video for this particular question, about finding love and how to find a partner. But where does one find love per se? I think that's what makes this question very particular. It's very tricky to say finding love, because you might find a partner doesn't finding a partner doesn't guarantee finding love. I mean, love is not really something I would say you find. In my own opinion, I do believe it's something that comes to you. The only love you can find is the one within you, the one you have inside of you. So that's to love yourself. So if you're looking for love outside of yourself, that might be a bit challenging, because it means you might begin to even create things and make them appear to be love when they are not. So I do believe love is something that comes to you. But if you're asking where to find a partner, then I will link the other video in this video. I'll leave it in the description. I'll also add it to the end of this video so you can check it out. I made a 10 minutes video on how to find a partner and where you should look out for. Alright, so the next question is, please say something on confidence and acceptance. Well, this one was a bit vague, and I didn't want to ask my friend to go into details, because I wanted it to just be how they sent it to me. But speaking of, please say something on confidence and acceptance. Well, confidence and acceptance isn't something I think is a destination, it's a journey. Today your confidence level might be on 100, tomorrow it's just hanging by a thread, you know, and that's how life is. Certain life events can affect you that will make you question yourself, you know, and your self-esteem, and just confidence can be affected as a whole. So I don't think it's something I would say is a destination, but confidence is something I believe we should all strive for, you know. And I do believe when you're confident, then automatically you accept yourself. I actually think it's the other way. When you accept yourself, then you automatically become confident. You know, it's almost like if you go to the store and you buy something, I would like to believe that for you to choose that particular item, it means that that's what you want, you know. And when you put it on, there's a level of confidence that comes with it because you like it. And I do feel that's how we have to treat ourselves. Accept yourself for who you are in the moment, and if you believe you still have to work on yourself for you to attain a certain level of confidence, that's still fine. But as long as where you are, you're accepting of it, and the changes that need to be made, you're willing to make them, acknowledge them, and begin on the journey of self-actualization. I also made a video on this. I'm like, guys, you guys are asking me questions I already made a video on. Okay, the next question is, my boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend. She's hiding it, but I saw the message on his phone. They both don't know I know. What should I do? Well, sorry, I'm laughing because it's just wow, something. Hey, wait, let's read it again. My boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend. She's hiding it, but I saw the message on his phone. They both don't know I know. What should I do? Well, I mean, I don't really, jeez, man. What can you do? I mean, an option would be to leave the relationship and for you to also end things with your best friend. That's one option. I mean, now that I think of it, that seems to be the only option, because I really don't know how a relationship like this could continue. But of course you have to eventually confront her and confront him. I do feel like you going through his phone I mean, of course it's never great to go through people's phone, but in this situation I believe you going through his phone would definitely be the least on the problem list. So eventually you have to confront him and confront her. I'm saying eventually, and I really hope eventually is like soon, because I don't really see how you can be able to like survive going forward in this relationship, like in terms of your mental, emotional and physical states even. So yes, please don't put yourself in a position where you just have to endure things just because. But at the same time, I'm not one to rush people into taking action or making decisions when they are not ready. By the end of the day, this is something you have to talk about with your friend and your boyfriend. But I think the only option to this is just leaving the relationship, both relationship. And I'm really sorry. This just really seems like a lot of betrayal. And I really hope you're able to recover from this. Oof. And things like this, like going back to my first question, things like this can definitely affect one's confidence and self-acceptance, you know. But it's definitely something I believe over time you'll be able to get past, and I really hope God gives you the strength and confidence to work through this. The next question says, if I've been in a relationship for 3 years now, but I feel like my partner and I are drifting apart, I don't know if I should end it or continue. Well, I'm not going to sit here and claim to be a relationship expert, because at the end of the day, you and your partner are the experts of your relationship because you are in it. So you understand the dynamics, and you know if the relationship is healthy, functional, dysfunctional, or it's just, you know, declining. And I'm not one to quickly say break up, you know, because sometimes that's not necessarily what we need, because the key word here is drifting apart. So clearly there needs to be a level of communication if that hasn't been done already, you know. Speak to your partner, let your partner know what how you're feeling, you know, communicate. If it even requires the both of you to go for relationship counseling, and if you have access to it, then by all means seek a professional to help you guys evaluate and navigate your relationship as a whole. But I do feel like drifting apart, that means perhaps the goals, vision, plans are no longer aligning. It could be that one person is thinking A and the other person is thinking Z, you know, and it doesn't mean that anyone is wrong, but it just simply means you guys are not just on the same page. I do believe that it's also important that you take a break. I would suggest you take a break as well, so you can have enough time to reflect on the issue and see where the problem might be coming from, if it's you, your partner, or the relationship as a whole, if it's just that the goals and visions are not just coming together anymore. Because I mean, drifting apart, I believe, is something sometimes we would encounter in our lifetime, be it a relationship of a year or 10 years, you know. It's always get to that point where maybe you and your partner are not just seeing eye to eye and there are differences, but communication is always key, and sometimes taking a break to reflect. And if during your break you see that, okay, this relationship isn't one that I want to be in anymore, then I do think that's also okay, and I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like that's a very easy decision to make. But I believe that there is no amount, or there is no length of time that what's the word, there is no length in time that is a criteria for one to still be in a relationship if the relationship is no longer serving its purpose, if it's no longer fulfilling you, if it's no longer enhancing the quality of your life. Although sometimes relationship won't always enhance the quality of your life, you just have to find it within yourself, but you get the bigger picture. And if you feel like the relationship as a whole is no longer working, I do believe it's okay for you to also end it. And I know it's not an easy decision to make, because I mean 3 years is a long time, but at the same time, you know, if it's no longer working for you, I would say, you know, walk away. And I do believe time allows us to heal and get past it as well. All right, the last question is, how can I be motivated? Well, I do know that a lot of people struggle with motivation, you know, myself included. Sometimes you just like, Lord Jesus Christ, you know. But at the same time, I do think it's important for us to know that motivation isn't something that will always come to us. And a few years ago, I was doing research on motivation, and you know, and how we can get motivated, and I saw something so interesting, that motivation isn't something that gives us the kickstart. Motivation is something that comes afterwards when we start. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And I do believe, and how I receive that message is, it takes more than feeling motivated to get work done. There has to be that level of commitment. And commitment is, it does not matter how I feel, does not matter what I'm thinking, does not matter the circumstances, I am going to get it done. And there's something about our brain, when you just start doing the right things, doing the things you're supposed to do, there is this feel good hormone, or like just your brain receives that stimuli and makes you feel good. And I do believe that's when the motivation kicks in, and the motivation is perhaps what pushes you, but commitment is something that you just have to have. It's important that you're committed to it, because if you're not committed to it, motivation might not exactly be the go-to person, because it's not always going to be there. But yeah, it does not matter how small you're starting, it does not matter how slow your pace is, but just try pick up yourself and start. Starting is always the most important thing, like, honestly, because I remember being a student, or even now, whenever I have something crucial to do, something very important to do, and I'm feeling like, oh Lord, but the moment I start, no matter how small, even if it's just opening up my laptop, opening up my book, then the motivation kicks in. I'm like, yes, let's do it. But anyway, that's all of the questions I have for you today. I really hope this video has been helpful. Leave a comment in the comment section. You can also answer some of those questions as well if you feel like you have something else to add for the people that ask the questions, and even just viewers as a whole. Please leave a comment in the comment section. And also, if you have questions for me, if you would like for me to answer some questions as well, please leave it in the comment section, maybe for some time when I will shoot another video like this, or even just respond in the comment section. And also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share this video with your friends and family, let them know, guys, please, let's keep pushing for my channel. And also, if you're here to subscribe to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe tag down below. Until next time, stay blessed.